Hello all, I'm Gilles Morcillon. I'm called to come back and return to continue to speak about this process of ascension. For we are getting close to this new moon in Aries. It's going to be a brand new beginning. It's going to be very expect the unexpected. Miracles are possible. We're starting this new phase in this new age, in this new energy, and so it is coming in a few days. So it is a very, very important for, we've been used to the end of the end of the end. We've been going through that process, ending this whole cycle. But the beginning of the beginning of the beginning is always a bit difficult. For in the I Ching, the third hexagram is called difficulties at the beginning. It asks that we call on the assistance of other people. So I trust that everybody will be in assistance to whatever is going on here. And so I'm going to pull a few cards to see what will be... for these 28 days, for this moon, the angels may guide us towards. And the situation is generosity. We want to be generous. The universe is generous with us, so we want to stay generous, not just materially, but spiritually as well. We do not want to eliminate all blame or shame or regrets, but not to blame other people or to shame them. It's really, really, or to blame yourself or shame yourself. Whatever imperfection may come up, just forgiveness. Forgiveness is the essential tool, and to be generous, we're here to be abundant, and so once we are abundant, we can afford to be generous. What goes around this situation is the meeting, the encounter, the meeting. There is a very special meeting, whether it is friends, whether it is professional, whether it is romantic. There is all kinds of encounters that are very, very important. What we see before us is the protection. For we are being protected by our guardian angels, we are being protected by our guides, we are protecting higher values, we are protecting a vision, we are protecting. So it's all about understanding that God is in charge of the program, and whatever God wants, He will get. It's just He let us believe that we are in control, but we're not. In truth, God is the one that creates empire and destroy them, that put kings in place and make them fall. It's everything is part of this great plan of creation. For the plan of creation had to be installed. Because of the dark shadow matrix, on the higher planes, there is no need for a divine plan. Everything is is one with the one. So it's just here, since we created this separation, there was a need for a divine plan to make us ascend back into the realm of light. In our distant past, in the subconscious, is rejoicing. For and those things that may come up from the subconscious, where if the subconscious has been clean, if we're working on the base, if we have confronted our fear, there will be rejoicing that will come up. What we are now is luck. There is great potential for an unexpected positive event to happen in our life. What's coming up in the near future is determination. We're going to be able to not let ourselves be distracted by anything and move directly into the light, to stay in the yellow brick road. I'm going to sing this song at the end about the magician, discovering the magic behind the veil. What we see, our strength and power within the situation is accomplishment. For we've been working on ourselves. All those who follow those videos knows when I'm getting to my freedom, Spirit has shown me the whole planet will be open to me very soon, and. But I've struggled a lot ever since my Saturn return in 1994, 93, 94. I opened my mind and spirit to the higher plane, but my emotional and physical realm gave me a lot of struggle, and I've been through a lot of struggle to get there. But now we've accomplished that. Once we've done the work, the truth shall set us free. What comes to us from the outside world is compassion. It is this ability God is showing us, who's going to show us this compassion, this love. For everything is compassion, even the karma is compassion. It is an opportunity to resolve situation, to bring things into balance. What we see in our inner emotion, our hopes and fear, is the dream. To make our dream come true, to allow ourselves to move into a very positive dream. For most of humanity live in the lower third and lower fourth dimension. They are in these foggy experiences of what life may be. But as light worker, we want to move into a third dimension which means physical comfort and emotional comfort. Well, dreams is mainly positive, so we can eventually move into this. Once we achieve the higher plane of the fourth dimension, we can move into the subplane of the fifth dimension and the subplane of the sixth and the seventh, and we'll find the apex of our evolution there. And so it's about focusing on that, and the outcome will be leaving, departing. For there is a, for me, I know that I'm gonna depart. Is everything is ready for me to leave, and so I don't know how, I don't know who, and I don't know when. Those are the three things that we need to let go of. So it's not easy. We have to develop this trust, but the trust that everything works out just in perfect divine timing. We know exactly what it is. If we tune in, you know what makes you feel happy, what you want, what will free you, what will make you fulfilled, but in essence, we have to trust that the who, the when, and the how, the universe will provide that. Understanding that everything is connected and interconnected, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Once we accept that, and it's all an extension of ourselves, we understand that it is all part of a process that is ongoing, that will liberate the world slowly but surely. We have to detach from the drama and move into this higher frequency of light, this higher level, so that for understanding also that our guides and angels will lower down their frequency to this upper part of the fourth dimension when our dreams is already positive in expectation. So once we move into this realization of the positive dream, then we can meet our guides and angels and the archangels. They will lower their energy all the way down to this astral plane, but they will not go into this deep drama. And and so we're here on service to the planet. We're here to serve the planet and humanity, and so this is really what we came here to do. And so, as light worker, I wanted to return to the invocation of Metatron as the sound vibration Mata Hom, Mata Hom, Mata Hom. So we thank the Archangel Metatron to accompany us, to be with us, to teach us, to put his light around us, this Metatronic egg. For the Metatronic light is a light that imbues the whole universe, this supervising the whole divine process in all dimensions, and so a very powerful companion and friend that we need to call on. And one of the first master archangels that he invoked, it said that we should invoke, is Teho. And Teho is actually the first spirit I ever come in contact with through channel. For the little story, I was living in Santa Fe in 1989. I was running a gallery. I was managing an art gallery there. And my mother was living there, and so my mother was always been very connected to all the most interesting people. She always managed to meet all the most interesting people that she always introduced me. So it was, I'm sure she's still a good connection up there. She's still looking after me from the higher planes. Now she departed the world, but so in 1989 she had this friend named Solara, and she wrote a book named 1111, and wonderful book. And so and she was a lady with blue hair, and so she was a trance channeler as well, and so she invited me to this trance channeling, but I was really not into that. I was working through the I Ching at the time, and so I came to the channeling session, and I sat on the last the farthest away from the channeler, because I just wanted to be an observer. I was just curious because my mother asked me to be there, so I was there. And the channeling went on, and at some point Theo went to find me. He said, "Hey, you there? No, it's you I'm talking about. You have a very important mission here, so wake up, do not forget, you have an important mission." So he came to find me here. So it was it was my first connection to any form of channeling. Soon I want to say that I'm gonna shave my head. I was resisting. I wanted to let my hair grow, but Spirit is insisting on the fact that I need to shave my head. For hair are memory cells. They're they're keeping this memory of what we experienced, and they also antennas to the world. So it's but it requires an effort to shave your hair. I must shave my head every day. I'm not saying that you need to do it, but it's something that I'm gonna need to do. When I speak about magic powers, or this magic is gonna be revealed, I'm 95 days into my process of cleansing, and I'm not fully there, because it will take 100 days, but it may take even a few months more before I come into my full empowerment. But Spirit has already revealed that magic to me, and if I speak to most people about that, those magic power, they think they're completely insane. They would not believe it until it manifests. For the power of levitation, of telekinesis, the power of bilocalization, the power of knowing the past existence, the knowledge of knowing other people's thoughts, and the power of dematerialization, all those things are part of each and every one of us. They're just dormant things within our DNA, dormant codes, and they're awakening as we tune into that. So, but once those powers will be manifested, there will be no denying. People will not be able to deny. Hopefully they will be curious to see, how can I do that as well? For we all have those powers that we can. The Buddha already discovered that, and there was a monk in the, I think, in the Middle Age that had this power of flying. He was eventually exiled because nobody could understand, and he was a saint, and he had this power of levitation. So he used to fly in the air. People painted him and so on. They talked about him in literature, but so it was kind of funny. And so it's like those things will come back into the picture. And so the paintings behind me is this one is I already showed the number 4. It's a series of 7 paintings I did in Denver, Colorado in 1999. This time, but it's been 20 years and I still enjoy those paintings. They haven't they're really timeless. Huh? And so the 7 great families of spirit being, the first family being the I am, the Father, Son, and Spirit, manifested through the supreme, ultimate, absolute as the deity, the potential. Huh? Those are existential deity, and those are potential experiential deity, the supreme, the ultimate, the absolute. The pre-personal beings here, the super-personal beings here, the unrevealed order, the transcendental beings with the architects of the master universe, the corpse of finality, the supreme spirits, the supreme trinity origin being, the coordinate trinity origin beings, the family of the infinite spirit with the higher personalities, the messengers host of space, and the ministers of times, the angels, the universe eights with the morning star, the evening stars, the archangels, and so on, the courtesy colonies, the artists of heaven, the permanent citizens of the universe, the sons of God with the descending order. There is only 3 paradise orders that are revealed: the Michael, Denael, and Avonol, and the descending orders from the local universe: the Melchizedek, Lanonandek, Varonandek, and life carriers. And us, we belong to the ascending order, so we are ascending order, and then eventually we'll become trinitized sons of God. You have the power director, the power centers, and the energy controllers. Some mysterious orders that have been revealed, like the consumer of the universal destiny, of the universe destiny. It's like it's going to be very patient because it will take a while. But Spirit says it's going to be so magnificent when this being will come into play and consume the destiny of the master universe. But it's in the far distant future yet. And so this painting here is called Behind the Veil of Illusions. It's like the veil of illusion is this fog here, and there's this little person with this emerald heart, and he's got this violet aura. He's emerging out of it and tending towards the Trinity and this pink heart and this spiral. It's signed and dated in the back. It's 2010, 2015, and I will call my book like that. In French, it's called When I'm Not Dreaming, I Am, but in English, it will be called Behind the Veil of Illusions, I Am. It is reminding us who we are, who we truly are, for we are this essence of God. And here in this painting, it's a painting that's finally finished. I started many years ago. It's an interior scene with the 3 grays, and there's all kinds of things and symbols that are going on in this painting. And at the beginning, when I first started it was very beautiful, and it was this red couch, and it was very simple. But for me, it was too simple. My mother told me, "Live it. Just live it like this. It's really beautiful." But I was a little bit impatient, and I went, and so I destroyed the painting. I had to recreate something else. In art, you can always recreate, and I learned a lot through the process. But usually, when your mother tells you something, listen to her. When my mother gave me a lot of advice in my life, and I was often resistant to it, but as time went on, I realized that she was often right in relationship to what she was telling me. I'm going to finish with a song that speaks about the magic, the dream coming true, and understanding the magic behind the veil. It goes like this. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream ready to come true. Someday I wish upon a star and wakes up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I? Follow the rainbow over the stream, follow the fellow, follows the dream, follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Here is a whiz of a whiz, if ever a whiz there was. If ever a whiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful thing he does. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Well, thank you very much for sticking till the end. It's about discovering the magic behind the veil, to become the Wizard of Oz, to become the magician that controls the dream. And through this power of controlling our dream, we will be able to manifest all kinds of magical happenings. So I wish you a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.